This is Star Wars The Vintage Collection, Tyerell and Pit Droid. He is part of the first wave of 2012. He is number VC 77. 77. This guy, he's definitely at the bottom of my ranking of this wave. He's another character like Quadinaros who doesn't really need to be made into an action figure. I guess there might have been demand for him, and so he was made into one. I do like him a lot better than Quadinaros. That Quadinaros figure, oh my god, I can't stand it. But I mean, he's a lot better than Quadinaros, but he still should be he's at the bottom of my list. Anyway, let's look at the packaging he comes in. This is pretty much all he's good for. I mean, he does look good in the packaging. I really like this wave, the images they've chosen, and for all the figures for the most part look really good in the packaging. He's no exception, and what's best about the packaging is they used the picture from when he crashes. I never even knew this character's name until this came out, but I definitely knew who he is if you were to describe the scene that they used his image from. This is when he's in the bottom, when he's in the cave and he crashes and he's does that voice. So I'm really glad they used that, and that, I mean, if he didn't have that, I probably wouldn't have even bought it. Alright, so the back of the packaging, I think they updated it a little bit to make it look more retro, like more like it did in the 70s and 80s. So if that's your thing, I mean, that's a nice touch, I guess. Alright, so he comes with, I'm not gonna treat the Pit Droid as an accessory. I'm just gonna treat this as a 2-pack. So the accessories he comes with is his little teeny little dinosaur man blaster. He holds on to it surprisingly good, and he has his little goggles, and I really like these goggles. It's a decent sculpt. I mean, it's competent, but it's the paint that looks really nice, especially on the actual on the lens. It's not a clear lens, and it's got some nice like dirt detail to it. It looks really nice. I really like that. All right, on to him. I mean, like I said, he's such a silly looking figure, such a silly looking character that the figure doesn't look good. I mean, he just looks like a baby dinosaur in a diaper. I don't know how this guy is an elite pod racer, but apparently he is. Alright, so the sculpt. I really like the head sculpt. I like the sculpt from the waist up. The head sculpt is nice. He looks like some type of aquatic dinosaur. And he's got a lot of nice scale texture in there. A lot of nice bone texture. I like the smirk on his face. He is really cute. And I like the paint. I really like the blue they use. It's got a nice pale blue at the bottom, and then it fades into this nice, like I don't know what that is. It's like a navy. Oh, I don't know what it is. A steel blue. I don't know, but it's nice. His arms are all right. He's got the like the fish belly color white there. And then it's the blue paint throughout. I mean, the blue paint throughout is really nice on his legs and everything. And his legs have nice texture too, nice scale texture. He's got nice. I like these pads on his shin, on the back of his calves. Those look nice. And I like his vest a lot too. I really like the colors in there. It's a nice tan color with a lot of nice like a darker, like a light brown, muddy type dirt texture in there. It looks really deep. It looks really nice and textured. I like his bandolier a lot too. It's got good texture in there with nice detail on the buttons and everything. And then his diaper, I mean, it has a lot of nice texture in it, but I mean, it's still, he just looks so silly in it, you know. He just looks like a sumo wrestler dinosaur. He's not fat. He looks silly. Apart from the waist up, hey, it's good. And in the package, these goggles fit on him very well. Very well. Alright, so I mean, he is teeny. He's really small. I mean, Anakin's tall. He's like an entire head taller than him. I mean, even Quadinaros towers over him. I mean, here he is next to Qui-Gon. He's barely up at Qui-Gon's waist, so he's really small. Articulation-wise, he's got a ball-jointed head, so that's pretty much just left and right. Ball-hinged shoulders, swivel forearms, swivel waist, and swivel hips. So limited articulation, not much at all. It's pretty much just, I mean, and he doesn't look good in any real poses, you know. Alright, so on to this guy. He is a Pit Droid. He's very standard. I think it might be a repaint or just a repack from the Phantom Menace line that came out in '99 for the original movie. He's just dyed plastic. You know, this light well, I don't know what that is. It's like a egg white or something, or maybe even a tan. I don't know. But it does have nice like paint detailing in the joints and everywhere. His head is nice. It's got a really nice weathering on the helmet. It really looks like this helmet has been in the sand. It just has no texture in the sculpt. The paint looks good, but the sculpt is just really flat. It has a bunch of, you know, sand marks on it, but it's just paint-wise. Superficial, I guess. It's got a ball-jointed head. It's got really nice movement in that head. Swivel shoulders and swivel hips. That's really it. He's really hard to stand up, and he does not have pegs. Oh, look, I got him. And he does not have pegs on his feet. Alright, so should you get these two figures? If you want to keep it in the package, by all means, go ahead. But I mean, put this guy pretty low on your list. You only really want to get him if you're a huge fan of the scene, or if you have a little bit extra money to burn when you get the other, you know, more relevant ones in the wave. But other than that, I would, if you do get him, keep him in the package. He's not worth taking out, and the package has that great image of him, so he looks really good there. All right, hope you found this helpful, and until next time, keep collecting.